sexy up. Go ahead, be gone with it. Get your sexy up. Go ahead, be gone with it. Get your sexy up.
All right, how sexy is your credit score? That 3-digit number is becoming more and more valuable when it comes to striking up a romance. And with Valentine's Day coming up, financial expert Cathy DeWitt from DeWitt Dunn joins us with tips for financial compatibility and ways to raise your credit score. Good morning. Thanks for coming in.
Good morning.
All right, so the big question is it okay to ask your potential date their credit score?
I think so, absolutely,
Okay.
yes.
Isn't it kind of awkward, though?
Oh, I'm sure it's very awkward, but I mean, one of the things is if you're going to be dating somebody, don't you want to know something about them? Are they responsible, irresponsible? What's going on in their life?
Okay, so why is it important to know your potential partner's credit score?
Well, take a look at what's happening in the world. A lot of people are living together, buying houses, and maybe not getting married yet, but it really impacts your life. So your credit score really dictates how much interest you're going to pay on credit cards, mortgages, and insurance. So there's a lot of reasons why you really want to know your partner's credit score.
Right, and aside from that, it's also indicative of your potential partner's characteristics, like whether they're disciplined, responsible, or accountable, right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, do you want to date somebody that has a high credit score or a low credit score, right?
Definitely the high credit
Right.
score. So there are correlations you've noticed in your practice. Couples who have high credit scores tend to be happier and stay together longer. Is that right?
Absolutely. According to the Federal Reserve, that people that have credit scores over 750 end up staying together longer, and people that have credit scores under 600, they have a tendency to part and separate.
So what about partners or people who are dating who have opposite credit scores?
You know, there's hope for us.
Okay.
I mean, one of the challenges that you have is that if you do have one partner that has a high credit score and one that has a low credit score, what you want to do is sit down maybe on a quarterly basis and sit down and have a plan and attack that, because you can fix it.
Okay.
But I wouldn't do it on date night. I'd probably do it on a Saturday or Sunday over coffee, and because you need to run right to that and fix it right away, because it's not going to go away.
And what are some ways for us to raise our credit score?
Well, first of all, according to Bankrate.com, 30% of people have not even taken a look at what their credit score is. So first of all, find out what your credit score is, and then find out what you need to do to fix it. And then also you can look on your credit report and you can see, oh, I need to dispute that, or that didn't happen. You need to contact the financial institutions and clean it up, because there's a lot of errors that happen on credit reports as well.
So the key is to face the music first off, and you can get the credit reports for free, right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you can go to womenmoneyempowered.com. I've got a link on where you can get your credit report. And one of the other things is too is that an example would be if you have a credit card that has a $10,000 limit, well, don't go out and immediately start charging $10,000 on that card. Be responsible. That's the key. And maybe use only 30% of your credit card limit and try to pay that off on a monthly basis, and that's going to raise your credit score.
All right. So how soon is it to be too soon to ask the person that you're dating their credit score? What do you think?
That's a great question. I think it's individual, but I think within the first 2 or 3 dates, you might want to find out, is this somebody that I really want to date and continue to spend my time with?
Okay.
Or maybe not so much.
That's interesting, because you say that it is kind of parallel to possibly like sexual compatibility and other things that you look for in a relationship. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, those are things that you really need to take a look at. If you want to hang out with somebody who has a really poor credit score and they don't really want to start working on getting it fixed. So there's a lot of things that we talked about earlier in this segment that they do correlate.
All right, Cathy, thank you so much for your financial tip.